Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. And this time, I don't know why I laughed at that, but this time we're going to be heading over to Zora's domain. Now I know last time I always end and start in the same location from video to video, but I didn't want to waste a couple minutes just walking to one location. If you're not aware where it is, it's the location here. South of Kakariko Village, north of Kokiri Forest. Not too complicated to get to. Once again, you run into our big old bird friend. Friend is a subjective word, though. Hoo-hoo, looks like you've gotten bigger and stronger already, Seliph. Just ahead lies Zora's domain. The Zoras serve Hyrule's royal family by protecting this water source. Their door will not open for anyone except those who have some connection with the royal family. Let them hear the melody of the royal family. Hoo hoo hoo. Good, I don't have to listen to what he has to say again. Obviously, to be able to advance to this point, you're going to need the bombs. And in there we have another gold sculpture. There we go. Now this gentleman right here is the magic bean salesman. Chomp, chomp, chomp. How about some magic beans? They aren't selling very well. How about 10 rupees? Not bad. If you want to plant beans, go around and look for soft soil. Chomp, chomp, chomp. How about some magic beans? Well, they're not that popular yet. How about 20 rupees? They increase by 10 each time. Chomp, chomp, chomp. How about some magic beans? They are getting to be quite popular. 30 rupees. Chomp, chomp, chomp. How about some magic beans? They're all the rage. Oh crap, I don't have enough. Alright. So now we have some magic beans. And this is what the magic beans are used for. These specific spots here. We'll definitely see that later. In the meantime, let's grab the cuckoo here. Honestly, the easiest way I've found to get that heart, the piece of heart, is actually just come back with the hover boots. But you could definitely get it with the cuckoo. The cuckoo way is definitely harder. Goddamn chicken. Oh, of course. Ah. That kind of sucks. Still got the Octoroks. Lots of rupees here. Let me just reload the zone. There is another heart piece we can get here in Zora's River. Unfortunately. Are you kidding me? Can I skip this? God damn it. Thanks for the reminder. Come here, you. Jesus Christ, I thought there was something in the river there. Going to know there's actually frogs in there. And that's what you use. I have to bring the cuckoo all the way to the end here. There's something nice and shiny waiting right there, and I think you can see it. Just like the other one earlier on, you can wait for the hover boots. But again, that is much later. I'm gonna try to get that other one again. Yeah, there's definitely some momentum involved in there. Sadly, we can't bring a cuckoo up here. But I'm pretty sure that cuckoo is actually needed to get to it. Oh wait, there's one up here. Look at that. Look at that. We got it. You goddamn chicken. Okay, so we got both of them. Let's go back and actually go inside. Listen closer to that. There's one right here on the ladder. I don't know what was up that little rapid fire there, but never mind that. So let's go inside for a change. Play Zelda's Lullaby so we can actually go inside, because without that, we can't. And here we are at Zora's Domain. Now I'm gonna actually get the sticks out. And another thing before I forget, I'm actually gonna drink the milk. Maybe a little bit wasteful, but we do have the Bottle of Fairy, which is essentially a red potion, but can be used if we die. Because that empty bottle is actually going to be needed for something in a little bit. So right here, we can catch a fish. That fish is going to be important to us in a bit. And it's a much better alternative instead of spending 200 rupees on a fish. Kind of an idiot if you do that. Hopefully by this point you at least have one bottle. You will get another bottle shortly. Yeah, I'm gonna do the minigame first. Let's talk to the Zora here. Diving game, 20 rupees. Wanna play? Pick up. Oh. All you gotta do is pick up all the blue rupees. Bombs away. Not too complicated. I guess also you make a little bit of your money back. You make your money back in a little bit more. And there's the last one right there. Hey, congratulations. I got something very nice for you. Come and get it. You can play the minigame again if you want some extra rupees, because it still costs the same. But that's all you're going to get out of those extra rupees. But the first time you play it is mandatory. It's also a lot easier than the second time to fully complete it. What a graceful dive. Now please take this. This is a scale of our kind. With this you can dive much deeper under the water. So there we go, we got the silver scale, which allows us to dive deeper. Which is going to be important in a few minutes. Alright, so you notice there's a couple of unlit torches back on the ground floor. The first thing we're going to do is light this one. This is the permanent one here. Because we're going to need to do this in one quick motion. And there you go. You have to do that before your stick disappears. If it gets completely burned up, you have to do it again. But inside this chest is another piece of heart, which means we completed another heart container. So now we are up to 10 hearts. So I'd say we're doing pretty good on these heart containers. We have already 20 out of 36, so we're more than halfway of collecting them all. So now that we have the silver scale, let's dive into the water here. Alright, where is this? This thing right here. So now we can dive. You can see it says 6 instead of 3. So with that, we actually have a shortcut back to Lake Hylia. You might have noticed this little thing down there. Go ahead and dive for that. And you actually find a bottle with a note in it. Something's already inside of it. And that actually gives us our third bottle. So now we're going to go back to Zora's domain. Go up to the pedestal here and show King Zora the letter. Oh, this letter is from Princess Ruto. Let's see. She's inside Lord Jabu-Jabu? That's not possible. Our guardian god, Lord Jabu-Jabu, would never eat my dear Princess Ruto. But since that stranger Ganondorf came here, Lord Jabu-Jabu has been a little green around the gills. The evidence seems clear, of course. You go find Ruto. You can pass through here to the altar of Lord Jabu-Jabu. I'll keep this letter. You keep the bottle as in. Take it respectfully. Please find my dear Princess Ruto immediately, Zora. Ready for the best sound effect ever? Wasn't that great? Because that's the only time you're ever going to hear that. And here we are at Zora's Fountain. And there's our big fish boy right here. So this is why we need the fish. Just drop the fish near Jabu-Jabu. And this will happen. He eats the fish, but he eats you. Kinda. Alright, so this is the third dungeon of the game. Inside Jabu-Jabu's belly. Alright, so let's go right ahead. We're actually greeted by two Octoroks here. And these bubbles right here. This is where the Deku Nuts are actually kind of useful. And this right here, we're gonna shoot with the slingshot, which will then unlock the door. Now hopefully this doesn't go too long. Honestly, the Deku Nuts are good. They're pretty good in this dungeon. Because they can definitely stun quite a bit of things in here. But if you walk into this room, we run into Princess Ruto. You? Who are you? I am Ruto, Princess of the Zoras. What? Are you saying my father asked you to come here to save me? I'd never ask anyone to do such a thing. A letter in a bottle? I have no idea what you're talking about. My father is worried about me. I don't care. Anyway, I can't go home right now, and you, get out of here, understand? Oh no! Are you still hanging around here? I told you to go away. I'm okay. I've been going inside Lord Jabu-Jabu's belly since I was little, but Lord Jabu-Jabu is very strange today. There are electrified jellyfish and strange holes around. On top of that, my precious stone was, but that's none of your business anyway. You, go home now, understand? You can hit him with your sword, but you take half a heart of damage. You're that worried about me? Then I will give you the honor of carrying me. However, I won't leave until I find the thing I'm looking for. You better believe me. There's one quick thing I want to do here. Yeah, I won't be able to do that. So Rudo will be waiting right there. And climb back up. Remember what hole you fell in. And let's carry this lady. It's goddamn, she can be annoying at times. Pop. Don't forget the thrower up there. Bring these guys up. Deku Nut, followed by a Slingshot. Got one more in here. Okay, well, the second Deku Nut actually stuns him in the air, so that's kind of cool. I'm gonna take care of this one, but in order to reach that, we have to press the button here to raise the water. Pay attention, because the water stays up for a very small amount of time. And in here, we actually have a fairy. How about that? Alright, go back into the water. Activate the button again. And this time we're going to go this way. There's many bubbles in here. Trust me, you don't want to get interrupted while you're walking through here. But make sure you do not forget Rudo. Shoot the thingy-ma-what? I don't know. I don't know the actual name for it. We're gonna call it a thingy-ma-what. Shoot the thingy-ma-what. Deal with this Octorok. And before the platform comes, I'm actually gonna dive under here real quick. Because this is technically the same room. Now for the scrub! I'm actually gonna buy some. There's a scrub in here that sells Deku Nuts. Which, you know what? This is the one time I'll actually take those. And look at this, the platform came as I was coming back. Don't forget Rudo. And now we wait. I should mention, if you hit deep water while carrying Rudo, she will go back to her default location. So try not to fall into the water. We're gonna go back this way into the room where we met her. But this time, we're gonna go all the way here. One certain switch in here that we can use. I think it's this one. You will need Rudo to be able to open the switch, but you don't need her to stay there. Alright, this is this room. Okay. them? Yes, that is. Okie dokie then. So with that, we get the boomerang. And trust me, this boomerang is really nice to have. You won't need to worry about stunning the jellyfish. You don't need to worry about taking electricity damage here. So next we're gonna go here. This is a blue switch, so you have to make sure Ruto stays on here. Alright. Now here we got a red tentacle, or yeah, a red tentacle. So the only way to take this out is to actually use the boomerang, but you have to be close enough to where it can hit. Just go in and out, in and out. Do that 4 times and you'll defeat the tentacle. So inside this tentacle chest, we have the dungeon map. This dungeon's actually kind of short for being the 3rd. The Dongo's Cavern's definitely a longer one, but not a big deal. Right. So if you noticed, the red slimy thing is gone. That must be because you cut the red tail. Would that work with the other ones too? Pretty much just said what I was going to say. Alright, so in here we have bubbles. And this is by far the easiest way to take care of them. Because you saw how quick that was. And I think you could take a guess what's in this chest at this point. This chest has the compass. So with that, don't get electrocuted. We're gonna go over here and go into this room. Alright, so we're locked into this room. Now this is the blue tentacle. May not look super blue, but it is the blue one. And just like that, we are done. So with that, the blue tentacle should be gone from the center path. So that's where we're going to go last. Because in this room, we have the green tentacle. And also the boomerang is great for taking care of the jellies. Right, so now let's deal with the tentacle. And just like that, we are done. So now we're going to go back to the room with all the holes in it. Which I need to look at one thing here. We're actually going to go to this hole here. Because this one has been cleared. But first... probably didn't pay attention. There's not one, but 2 And since we have the boomerang, we can actually reach him. And how about that? So let's bring Rudo into this room. Oh, look at that. That's it. That's what I've been looking for. Throw me up there, onto the platform. Princess Rudo got the spiritual stone. But why Princess Rudo? Oh my goodness, I finally found it. My mother's stone. I got very upset when Lord Jabu-Jabu swallowed it. While I was feeding him, he suddenly swallowed me. I was so surprised I dropped it inside. But now that I found it, I don't need to be in here anymore. So take me home right now. Just move a few inches. Oh boy. What is this, an octopus? Oh boy. You've seen Octoroks before. Now get ready for the big boy. If you hit him with the boomerang, you can actually stun him. For quite a bit of time, too. You have to be close enough to where the boomerang can't hit him, though. That. And I would definitely go for jump attacks, because this fight can go pretty long if you're not using them. Don't get too close, because he may catch you by surprise if he suddenly heads in your direction. Luckily, the side of that the platform only does a quarter heart. Now we're close. Oh, I just missed it. Okay. And just like that, you only need to land 2. So with that, we can take the platform up. Got fairy, some nuts. That's looking good. We are actually just about done with this dungeon already. But first, got the spongy looking thing. Whoa. Oh boy. Looks like SpongeBob when he gets angry. Like that little deleted scene from the Texas episode. He actually turns red for a split second. I think it became a little bit of a meme format too. But not a big one, of course. Alright. Now we're back into this room. What we're gonna do is grab a box. Notice we got a blue switch. Drop the box. Now here's the final room before the boss. Plenty of jellies in here. Trust me, I know what it's like to get stung by one. Luckily it wasn't something strong though. But it definitely stung. Literally. It's not that it really hurt it that much, but it definitely was pretty irritating for a couple days. Alright, throw it around here. Hit the thingy, what? Opens the door. And just like that, we are at the boss. Baronade. This boss are pretty much only going to be using the boomerang and their sword. Throw the boomerang a couple times until he's separated from the ceiling. Once he is, back up. I didn't back up enough. So try to get, once you do though, get close enough to where you can get a baronade a bit. Now this one you just kind of need a bit of luck. Most of the time it's going to deflect off the jellies. If you get a shot just right in here, it'll go right through and it'll actually stun them. I would go for 3 of them because you may get an unexpected surprise on the fourth one. Take care of them. So with that, he actually doesn't summon any more of the jellies. Now we just gotta hit him with the boomerang. And at this point, avoid the electrical attack. Not like that though. We're definitely getting near the end here. Back up. Down. And that's it. Definitely longer than the first 2. But still pretty easy. Of course, don't forget the heart container. And now we're going to start the next row of hearts. And there's hearts inside those jars during the battle too, if you really need some hearts. You're late. What took you so long? You're useless. I was just lonely, that's all. Just a little. Oh, hello. You looked cool. Cooler than I thought you would anyway. Just a little. Well, anyway, you saved me, so I guess I'll reward you. What did you wish? What do you wish? Just tell me. I want the spiritual stone. You mean the spiritual stone of water? Zora Sapphire, don't you? My mother gave it to me and said I should give it only to the man who would be my husband. You might call it the Zora's engagement ring. Alright. I'll give you my most precious possession. Zora Sapphire. You hear Lord Jabu-Jabu in the background. You obtain Zora's Sapphire. This is the spiritual stone of water passed down by the Zoras. Her most precious possession. You don't know what she's talking about, but you finally collected all 3 spiritual stones. Go back to see Princess Zelda. Don't tell my father. Before I end this video, let me go grab one last thing over here. It's actually hiding behind this rock. And no, not the silver one. There's another great fairy fountain here. Once again, plays Zelda's Lullaby. And yours truly comes out. Welcome, Seliph. I am the great fairy of magic. I will give you a magic spell. Please take it. And we got Ferora's Wind. This is warp magic you can use with Sea Warp when you're in danger. You will teleport to the warp point. When you first use the magic, you will create a warp point. When you use the magic again, you can either dispel the warp point you created last or warp to that point. Remember, you can use Ferora's Wind only in dungeons that have a dungeon map hidden inside, okay? When battle has made you worry, please come see me again. Something like that. Okie dokie. Well, this video is starting to run kind of long, so I think I am going to end it here. So next time is when things start to get a little interesting. For people who've played, you know what I'm talking about. But until then, we'll see you then. Navi has to keep ruining my endings, doesn't she?